Hello, hello. Welcome. My partner recently had this amazing idea to go to an herbal store, and she bought some lavender. And since then, I've been putting just a little bit of lavender in my coffee, and I am addicted to it. It's amazing. Good idea, babe. I don't know if she can hear me or not. She's still not feeling well. We, my friends, are going to get down and dirty on some beats. Hopefully turn some trash to treasure and redeem ourselves from the last couple projects I've been making. Just have not been feeling it as of late. I say that, but it's hard to explain. Hopefully you all are doing well. It's December 1st. Tomorrow is my grandma's birthday. Crazy. Man, time flies. Alright, we're going to get some distortion. We're going to get some filtering. We're going to get some distortion. Then we need some compression. Then we need some of this. Okay, now we'll shape this. I need an oscilloscope. It's not bad. So, with this, something I've come to realize is that, how do I say this? I stopped doing the convolution stuff outside of faceplant. What I'm about to show you right now. And the reason why is because whenever I would print this, there would be some kind of phase rotation. Yo, Screeg. And so now I was working on this last night, and I found that I can just do this all within faceplant and then just use a saturator on the end. Works way better, so we're going to do that. But we are still going to process this in the same way that we normally would, so we would have something like... That's actually kind of sick. Excuse me. Now we're going to add another one, which will be our mid-side. Touch of distortion. Perfect. Need a bit crusher now. one thing as well is this stuff needs to be on the outside of this. Mid-side. Because we don't need to push the high end back up out of that. There we go. Okay, that's why we're getting that like nasty. Yeah, that's what we want. That way it's got just a little bit of crunch, but it's not so like, how do you say? It's not so harsh or prominent. It's got just a little bit of grit. Just a little bit of grit. Bass drums. Nice. $16.32. Let's try that same amount. Okay, I don't really like that. Hey Alex, how's it going, bro? Nice. You got sick? Oh shit, dude. Hey Levi, how's it going, bro? Alright, so now from there we've been able to get ourselves a nice sounding doofy. That's fucking loud as shit. Just knocked your job interview out of the stadium. Couldn't have gone better. Oh my god, dude. No, I'm so sorry. Oh, fuck, dude. Do I still have time to write you a letter of recommendation? Oh man, I'm fucking terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm disappointed in myself. You can if I want. You have a couple late ones coming in. Okay, so yeah, I'll do that right after I stop streaming. Okay. Hold on, let me set a reminder. No, it's okay. That's okay. I told you I would do it. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Okay, well Siri's not working on the camera, so I'm gonna try this. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm gonna pin that. It wasn't really last minute. You gave me a couple of days heads up, and it doesn't take long to write a paragraph saying, hey, you know, hire this person. I think that I might have been under the impression that I was going to touch base with you. And so I think that's my fault on communication. Maybe we can do E today. I kind of want to try C sharp minor. Yeah, dude, congrats. That's awesome. Okay. Okay. I That's the kind of shape we want. So yeah, do you guys remember, most of you were here yesterday, so do you remember when I was having that issue with, I'm still having that issue, I guess. I thought that this would be fixed. What the fuck? When I tried to adjust, let me try to adjust this, like 128 or something. Whenever I'm bouncing, so this is what this sounds like. Right? But whenever I try to bounce this, we're getting this. And it's like, why? Let me see if I can do it this way. There we go. Yeah, so for some reason, we would lose the transient on this. So I don't know what was up with that, but all right, very quickly, let's get into making a snare. I'm gonna do a few things here. Sorry, I was just looking up what a fifth of C sharp was. Wait, what? Okay. What? Bro, what the fuck? So weird. Let me quit Discord. Okay, this is about to get loud. It's about to get even louder. So fucking loud. Look at this. Oh man. That's good stuff. All right, so a couple things here. One is we need this. Smack 2 of these. So on this one, we're just going to add some convolution. Don't matter. That sounds so good. Really, that's all we need is to just give that a layer. Maybe a gate. And then we'll adjust the mix. Nice. All right, so on this one, we're going to do the mid side. That's fucking loud. Distortion. Actually doesn't sound terrible. I have successfully conquered the snare game. By golly. Yeah, pretty happy with that. So okay, that's good. So what I'm going to do now is toss this in here. Yeah, see how we're getting a consistent excuse me, a consistent sound all throughout. That's what was really important with that. So it's a little bit more work on here, but it saves me the work out here. So that's kind of nice. And that just, like, come on. I guess if we wanted to make it, you know, like blow up more, you could do something like that. But I think that's fine. So now that we have a snare, we can go here. And nest everything within the same device. Hopefully. I can't see that. Okay, it's the exact same. So now we've got ourselves a snare. Strange workaround, but it's, you know. Yeah, something I kind of want to talk about this for a second, because I was like not happy yesterday with the drums that I was making, and so something that I realized with this was part of it. I guess I didn't do the layering thing, but that's okay. But yeah, something that I realized with this was that if you do everything within here, then it's going to like stay consistent. The thing about this is there is zero processing on the outside. It's so loud. Whereas if you were to, like the other snare, I turned down by 3 dB, but like that's such a big difference. So the fact that you can get this just out of phase plant is pretty dope. I don't think that this is, I might actually go back now that I'm comparing the two, because I think that I would like a little bit more stereo. But what it's going to depend on is a couple of things. For one, that might help kind of pull that out a little bit more. And the other thing is the adjustment of how much stereo information you have on this stuff. Because to me, that doesn't sound like it has any stereo in it. That's probably why. Nope, that didn't fix it. Okay. Don't know why it does that, but okay. But you can see, like, this makes a huge difference in the way that it sounds, because that's what makes it sound like the difference between it sounding like, well, just like a regular old snare versus something that sounds nice and like wide and bright and like full frequency. So at least compared to the other thing, because I'm pretty sure that this stuff was the exact same. I think. Yeah. I might have turned that one down a little bit. Nope. It's exact same. Oh, right. I added another layer there. And then there was something else that I did different on this. Nope. What did I do on here? Frequency shifter. Yeah, it's not really necessary. Okay, so I guess if you want to make the snare sound a little bit more natural, I don't always do this, as you can tell, but you can grab yourself some kind of old school, excuse me, I'm sorry guys, some kind of snare as well. And that way it sounds a little bit more acoustic-y. So if we were to turn this off, that's kind of cool. Like, that's dope. So it really just makes it, excuse me, it really just makes it beefier. So, yeah, let's try that one more time. You need to update your faceplant? It's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to make you suffer by sitting here and looking at it forever into the oblivion of eternity. You're okay with that, right? Okay, that's actually not the same, so let's try that one more time. See how there's that smack right there? The red dot triggers me. It's like the it's like the cat. Let's see if this works. Sorry. Alright. Well, that's your daily dose of snareage. Big old chunky snare. Let's go ahead and focus on the next thing now, which we're going to do clap. Always fun to watch you make sounds from scratch. Yeah, usually I do. Almost every project I do from scratch. And like this is kind of what I try to get into. Excuse me. This is what I try to get into when I am like trying to get in the mood to sound design, I guess. And I like doing things this way because it just I don't know, I have this like theory that you're going to like be in a certain headspace whenever you're designing anyways. So sometimes by doing things this way, you can kind of get yourself in the mode. There we go. So now I'm going to do another filter on this. The clap, the only reason why I watch this. That's okay. I wouldn't blame you. Do the same thing up here. After this guy, and then we're going to move this to the top. Alu clap. That's funny. Floaty Music just did a video. Everyone has an analog synthesizer at home. He created sounds from mic speaker feedback. Yeah, you don't even need that. If you're in Bitwig, you can use the feedback on the return effects. But that's really dangerous territory that I don't fuck with. All right, I want this to be a little bit more sloppy, so we are going to move some of this a little bit later. So, what next? Let's color it. See if we can find some kind of things to give it some texture. Formant filter. That's so fucking loud. Try some Foley. There we go. Now it just has a little bit of texture. Was good, comrade. What's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. All right, let's go. We'll just use those. Hello there. Oh, hey, Greedo. I thought you were Wiggles for some reason. Maybe that's because you're both mods. Let's toss that in there, and then let's just make sure that the signals are clipped. That's interesting. I'm just trying to make all of these the same. Because that middle, this middle transient is the highest one, which I find interesting, but okay. I'm going to try to back off of this. No, doesn't change it. It's better. It is a little bit softer, but nice. That's more so what I'm looking for right there. Okay. Gonna go and eat dinner. See you later. Yo, thanks for coming in, dude. Sorry you're listening to me make the same shit over and over again, but that's part of how sound design goes sometimes. Bone apple tea. Somehow you always miss the middle. You always miss the middle because I stream at times that are late for you. Feels like that's lacking high end. I don't know why I said it like that either. High end. Shall we do a stick? A stick and a hat. fucking zoom. This is how fast I usually like to work. But sometimes I just have those days where I'm just like, ugh. Oh, that was nice. Okay. Let's just see what this looks like. It's not bad. Okay. I do want to see if this is going to do anything. Doesn't really matter, but we lost the transient again. I don't get. Okay, we got it that time. I don't get why. Excuse me. I don't get why that is. That's really annoying. So I'm going to adjust the sidechain here quickly, just to some foresight to, it's already set within the kick and stuff, but we're going to turn this one off, and then we're just going to adjust this to the entire snare group and go pre. So that way we can kind of use all of these if we need to. Let me go back and fix this one quickly. should be the snare. I think. Yeah. I'm just gonna make it a little bit brighter. Oh, never mind. It says it's there. I don't know, for some reason it just sounds dark. That's fine. When you record a snare, do I start the playhead directly in the MIDI note or a bit before? Oh, that's a good point. Well, when I record it, it's usually fine, but when I try to bounce it in place, it usually does, like, it usually clips, like, the transient of it. But, yeah. I do not know. I do not know. 7:32. Long have been live? 40 minutes? Not bad. I think it usually takes me like, what, an hour and a half to get through sound design? This is going to almost seem redundant, but it makes sense to me. Just for your interest, some snap-ins need latency compensation. For whatever reason, this could be also the transients to do, and we tell Bitwig to bounce, just a guess. Yeah, well, there's also, you're right, but there's also phase rotation. But the thing about it is that in some versions of Bitwig, like, I go bounce and it works, and it's almost like it flip-flops. And then in later versions of Bitwig, I go bounce and then it doesn't work. So I don't really quite know if it's latency compensation. I don't know if it's phase rotation. I don't know if, yeah, it could be a lot of things. So I don't know. Don't really know. See what happens on this. That one seems fine. That was pretty quick. Pretty painless. So something I wanted to try was this one. This one's going to be cool. I revisited Stomps last night as well, which was pretty sick, and I got some pretty interesting results. So cool.
Recording to logbook.
Yo, thanks, Tom. Really appreciate the follow. No, I just want this to be like a little bit faster, so. Cool. That's, yeah, that was just like a cool little discovery I made last night, just making like different kinds of percussion and stuff like that. worked out well. So actually, no. Now. Stop. Off. Right. Almost, shit, almost ready. Perk. Let's get some, shit. We're gonna balance this out raw. Just gotta think for a second, I think. There we go. And we should have all the ingredients we need to get something going. All right, let me think for a second what kind of beat we want to do today. I don't really have anything in mind. Sorry, I'm just messing around and seeing what I can come up with. I like this riff, but I kind of wanted to go something a little bit more chill. Welcome back. Damn, dude, that's awesome. Yeah. I don't have to sell my... Yeah, that's awesome, man. Congrats, dude. We're 808 hard as fuck here. Hey bro, I watched you and Dataros overview video of Faceplant. In my head I'm spinning. Watched at 0.75 speed and replaying every 5 seconds. Yeah, we don't hold any punches. Man. Would you rather me like have, I don't really know what to do about that. I mean, in order, like, you have to make a mix between like evergreen content and also no, I appreciate that, but what I'm saying is like yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I think like one of the big things with it is everyone's just nice. Yeah, everyone's pretty nice. And that's kind of what it's about, you know. I still feel bad. I'm glad that you got the job without my letter of recommendation, but I feel pretty terrible about that. Yo, dude, no. Thank you, man, but don't. Fuck, really? Thanks, man.
Soul Steel. Fuck.
Soul
Oh my god.
Soul Steel.
Holy shit. Dude, thank you, man. That was very kind of you. Thank you. You did not have to do that. I'll send you some patches to say thanks. I really appreciate that. That was super unnecessary, but thank you. That was nuts. Wish I could direct those. Yeah, I hear you. It kind of stinks that you can't. Yeah, I wish that you could like tell people like where you want it to go as well. That kind of blows, but even still, like, thank you so much. Maybe I'll just leave this as is. I really like want to do something then like outside of just like a 808. I wanted there to be like some kind of square thing, but I just haven't figured it out of like how I want to apply it. So, hey, Bomb Toy, what's good, bro? At least the basses, or like at least the 808's working. That's the main thing. Yeah, you okay?
Can I take it 30 minutes early, do you think?
Yeah, your pain pill? Yeah,
The pain medicine?
you'll be fine. Do you have enough water?
Do I have any guac?
Do you have enough water?
I'm not taking any hits right now.
Do you have enough water?
I think so.
Okay. Do you need anything?
Maybe later we get like greasy Chinese food.
You want Chinese?
Sounds really good.
Okay. Love you. I feel guilty because I love watching live, but I think I get more out of your content. I mean, well, there's no like right or wrong way to do things, you know, and either way, it's still supporting the channel if you're here, and like it's really about watch time. If you're just like as a casual viewer or something, it's really about watch time. So, but the thing is like when you're here and you're live, the benefit of it is you get to ask questions. And then for people that like, this is where you get to see everything that I teach in context. And that's why it's significant. Live is entertaining as fuck with the classes. You learn a lot. Yeah, right. Like, well, even still though, like I want to say that live is catering towards two people or like two demographics, which is advanced people and very beginners that want to come in and ask questions. The middle ground, actually it caters to all audiences, but like the wide variety is the classes and all that, because like no matter what skill level you're at, it's kind of catered towards like, I try to design everything to where you can pull something from it. But I will say that for the most part, like if you already have like seen a bunch of my videos, then like this is where you see everything contextualized. And that's why I think it's important to do, like I do more live streaming now than I do uploading videos. And honestly, that's just because I hate editing and I love being live. So like that's kind of why I don't really like doing tutorials. But the other thing is that for like, even for members that, you know, pay $2 a month, you get access to like all of my VODs. In almost every single VOD, I start a new track, and I do good tracks, I do shit tracks, I do tracks that are kind of mid and meh in between, but you get to see like the creative process and see how things come together. And that I don't really like hide any of that. Well, there's nothing to hide anyways, but you get to just see like something from an artist's perspective of like every single day that I do music, I do something the same. And I make small changes and whatnot, but you really get to like embody or embrace the workflow. And I think that's one of the most important things with this kind of music anyways. Dude, it's totally fine. But that's why, you know, I have something for everybody. I mean, unfortunately, I do run a business, right? I guess that's what you would call it. And of course, I'm trying to like do things to support myself. But I think that it's also important to like, how do I say this? Like, I want to earn my people. I don't just want to be like, oh, look at me, I'm amazing. It's like, here's a bunch of free stuff. Here's a community. Here are tutorials. Here's live streams. Here's everything in which to say, hey, you know, like, I just want to make it, if that makes sense. But yeah, like, just because, you know, people, like, I watch plenty of other people's content that I don't donate to or whatever. That's just the way it is. But like small things can help too if you want to be helpful. I'm not saying that you have to, but like liking videos, leaving comments on my videos is so important. Like especially for algorithms and stuff. questions, that stuff that, like, if you want specific content, chances are I probably have a video on it, but I can either A, direct you to it, or I can, you know, consider making something like that. But yeah, like, this is like a community, and I really try to take advantage of all of the features of that, and I hope that you all do as well, like networking, asking questions, learning new stuff, you know, all that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not really concerned about, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's fine. Just I'm more happy that you're here than just being on the sideline, because at least I know who I'm doing this for, you know. I don't think I'm going to design a bass today because I don't really feel like it, but what did I design the other day? Factory work, clap, snare. What did I save it as? Oh, I remember. It was Tengu. That's what we made yesterday. Tenegu. Tenu. Tengu. Sling Ting? What is this? And when did I make it? Oh, that's not me. Okay, I was like, what? Wouldn't it be wonderful if Busta Rhymes just popped in and dropped some vocals for this track? I think so. That'd be pretty dope. But, you know. Now we're playing with power. Nintendo power. I'm going to turn this down, turn this up. I'm going to set this to -4. I didn't realize how, like, monstrous this one was. Don't get this style of music. I've been trying to listen to it, just doesn't work for me. I'm just here for the awesome vibes. Isn't the vibes the music though? But I mean, you know, you're more than welcome to stay, or you know, this music obviously isn't for everybody, and that's okay. Hey man, I saw your comment and thank you for leaving that. I didn't respond to it though, at least not yet, but I had planned on it, so sorry about that. Maybe it's I mean, it's called Halftime, but it's really just hip hop with sound design. pretty sick. I like a few of his tunes. What do I like? I like By the Waterfront or something like that. That's one of my favorite tunes from him. Yeah, I do really like Echo, or I guess formerly Echo. I guess it's Totsito Peaks, but because it's just Harvey. But yeah, I love pretty much all the Inspected crew. I used to take privates from Frequent. I've got quite a few lessons from Copycat. I've got some lessons from Hudson Lee. And then I've been studying under this guy. He goes by Cage, from Saturate Records. He's not from Saturate Records, but he's part of that label. But yeah, he's so cool. I have nothing but respect for the guy. Okay, so we've got a little bit of an idea now, and it's very simple, but that's okay because it's just a vibe. Dude, if you have any questions about Bitwig, please feel free to ask, because oh man, I wasn't here for my gifted membership. Levi gifted you, or sorry, Future Cortex gifted you a membership. So normally I wouldn't say people's first name, but I guess he doesn't care. Now your name is all green and pretty. Yeah, dude, thank you so much. But yeah, I love, I advocate Bitwig and Faceplant so much because I enjoy it. And there's pretty much 3 or 4 plugins that I use these days, which is Kilohearts Suite, and I guess all the plugins that come in from them, Eventide Saturate, and probably Pro Q3. That's my bread and butter, I guess. My bread, butter, and avocado toast. I don't know, and avocado. But it's so comprehensive that I don't really find myself needing much else. Is the mix on? No, it's not. Herdunkachunk Beats at me when you're making some Herbalo Derby bass. I'm gonna save that. That's really funny. Yeah, those are all great. I'm still on Serum, mostly trying to get into Faceplant. Serum is great too. It's not bad by any means. When I made the switch over to Faceplant, I was just oh man, this is I just can't make the sounds that I do. Like I can't do this just in like in any other synth. Me personally, like I'm sure it's possible, but I can't do shit like this. Like it's just, this is like Faceplant has taught me to make the sickest sounds I've ever fucking made. Ever. What's my most used device? This one right here, which is the transient split. I have a video on reviewing all of these, and I would say that for the most part, like transient split is my go-to. Nope. I will put, well, I mean, there's a saturator on here, but really what this is doing is it's just clipping it. The only post-processing that I do, which you just reminded me, there's so much shit to remember with music production, I swear, but the only thing that I do is this little guy right here, and that just cleans up the mids. But I could theoretically do that within all this stuff here. Now I will say, like, these basses, like, there's a lot going on, but still, just the ecosystem, man, is really like its strongest point. The ecosystem. No, I don't. But it's not really all that important. It's really just dip the low mids. Like that's the only thing that you need to. So the reason why, like, I could just tell you, the reason why I have this set up like this is because, around 280 so hertz, like that's where the most like quote unquote like mud is. And so with this stuff here, it's just kind of trying to like even things out to create an even line. And I would argue that this isn't even the best thing to use because like every sound is different, right? But for me personally, this is probably the most important thing. I boost the mids just a little bit, but you'll see this just kind of duck a tad. So see that right there? That's actually better because that cleaned that up. But really what I'm trying to go for here is just a relatively flat sound. And then that's pretty much it. That's all I'm really trying to focus on. Yeah, I see that. So we would probably want to pull that down even more. So that's my take on making drums. Yeah, you could. Absolutely. Or you could just dip it in general. Like generally speaking, because of the Fletcher-Munson curve, you kind of want to pull off that stuff anyway. So I don't know, pick your poison. Okay, so now I'm just going to listen to the drums with this and throw this in the percussive group because we don't want all this stuff going on at the same time. I just want to find, did I turn that off? I did. I just want to find some moments in here that could be interesting. Like that's kind of cool over the snare. And that little like what that? can set this to repitch mode. Nice. And really with all this stuff, like, this is why I love Bitwig so much, is because it really just caters to this kind of workflow, which is just resampling and manipulating audio. And some people hate the fact that there's an inspector control on here because they're like, it's so busy, but it means that I don't have to double click on this and go into all the controls here. So I can just do, it's one click versus two, right? So it just seems to work way better for me. You can also edit multiple clips at once, which you can't do in Ableton. Yeah, for sure. I mean, some things are deal breakers, and I get that, but I don't know. For my personal preference, I'm like, this is way better. Can ton of stuff that Ableton's push integration does not do. I didn't know that, really. Browser on push 2 beats the crap out of browsing presets on Ableton? Really? I used to have a push, well, I mean, I used to use Ableton, but I did used to have a push 2, and I loved that. I made an EP, I made my first EP on the push 2, and then I like became too reliant on it, and I just was like not inspired by it anymore because I wanted to like I started wanting to cut corners and all that, and it just wasn't all really that interesting, but I started like expecting too much from it, and I became reliant on it, and that's why now like I do have a QWERTY keyboard, but now I just like, yeah, I just pretty much do everything from this. Or like Bitwig has so many MIDI modulators and, you know, devices and stuff that you can use to create MIDI, which I'll do here in a second, but like it's like almost irrelevant now. Yeah, I feel that. I think that something interesting with that as well is also mindset, right? So like I have a Poly in Play, and then I also have an MPC Live 2. And those are obviously just like beat machines and stuff. But the significance behind that, oh, Data Broth, if you're still here, I have a question for you. Although I don't think that you have a Poly in Play, right? The more I've been getting gear, exactly. Yo, that's, yeah. Do you know, you don't have a Poly in Play, do you? Because I was wondering about the integration of like MIDI, or if that was available, or if there was a way to use the MIDI stuff within the Poly in Play to the computer, because I haven't been able to figure that out. And I thought that could be kind of cool as like a step sequencer thing or something. You have an Octatrack. Can you, sorry, is there like MIDI through or MIDI out in your Octatrack? It's not really that big of a deal, but yeah, that's why like, and the other thing too is like, I like the idea of portability. So even though I have a studio setup, everything that I need to make the quality of music that I want to is theoretically on the laptop. And that's really important to me because I can just unplug everything and then go. You know what I mean? So I can do all my sound design, I can do all that stuff and whatnot. Like portability is such a, which is funny because I don't leave my house that much, but portability is so important to me. And like, you know, what happens if you leave your hard drive and you want to work on a tune, but you forgot your external hard drive, or you got all your external VST synths on it or something. And so, that's why I kind of just like have adopted the mouse and keyboard workflow, because I mean, yeah, like I don't need anything else. I can't say that I'm minimalistic. I've got some really nice speakers. I've got a huge monitor. And I'm very grateful for that kind of stuff. But as far as like tools and all that, in order to make the music, I've got 2 pieces of hardware, which I told myself I was going to invest in. And then I stopped because there's like nothing else. And like I debated between the Poly and Play and the MPC versus something like, this is going to sound stupid, but the OP1 or the OP1 Field. And between these two, the MPC Live 2 is like the most comprehensive, like groove box standalone thing that's on the market. It does not really have like a dedicated timeline. It does have a timeline for sequences and stuff, but it doesn't have like a single timeline that you can record on. But it's got synths, it's got resampling, it's got, you know, not third party, but it's got external like VSTs downloaded into it. It's got so much good shit. And this is what I use to practice like my performance stuff. And so the whole significance behind it though is that you have, yo, what up, Winter? Sorry, I'm in the midst of like a speech. So he made Stardew Valley did all the music with just the old version of Reason and QWERTY keyboard. Yeah, exactly. Like that's all you really need. These days everything is like MIDI scripts and, you know, you can send MIDI just kidding. Please don't buy that. But yeah, like everything that you need is really just like at the click of a mouse. I cannot tell you how much I love the MPC though. I also love the Poly and Play. Like I could whip something up in like 5 minutes. Like you have to put the time in to put the sounds that you want in it. But once you do that, like if you have like it's weird. It's like a one-shot workflow. And anyways, the whole reason. Does the MPC work as a controller? Yeah, it does. I just don't use it as that. But it's like it doesn't have keys on it. It's just pads. So like, and it's only got 16. So it wouldn't be any different than this. I guess if I wanted to play drums or something, but I do drums like by hand anyways. Which is ironic because on the MPC I practice like the feel of drums, but I feel like there's this duality of like I learn to drum better on the MPC and then I like internalize those grooves and then like make them on the computer, if that makes sense. Sort of. I don't know. Yo, what up? Yeah, because it's like it teaches you about rhythm, right? And I think like my music is becoming more and more inspired by like Jay Dilla and Madlib and stuff. Well, like obviously like, you know, Chi and Cage and Zayn and all those other people, but when I talk to them, they're like, study Jay Dilla, study the Poly and can send MIDI to Big. I just don't know how. Also, hi Bucks, not good to see you. But yeah, like they said, study these guys. And I've been listening to that kind of hip hop since I was little. And like, I wasn't never really into like the trap and gangster rap and shit. It was more of like Gangstar and all that. So I like to internalize these beats and like gain inspiration and stuff and try to, you know, like get that feel and that vibe. And that's why I like making sloppy beats, because it just bounces. And that's what's the most important thing for me with these things is like, just the bounce, right? you know, somebody could rap over this, whatever. And then the second most important thing is the neuro bases, right? Like, these are, yeah, so, you know, being able to make beats with the neuro bases and stuff, like, I'm already, like, that's all I wanted. Just picked up a new career, so everybody's celebrating. Yeah, dude, can you guys all give Cortex a big congrats? He got a new job today. What's your name? You speak a little Arabic? Wow, this is so weird. I wanted this being thinking about the past days and it happened? What? I mean, Cortex came in with the kindness. Spreading the karma. So maybe right here we can pick up the energy a bit. Yeah, what is your job? Like, what are you doing, if you don't mind me asking? What are you doing? Anyone here considering finger drumming? Check out the Quest for Groove here on YouTube. It's a very fun hobby. Would recommend for anyone. Yeah, you can also check out my TikTok. Or you work for Twitter? Nonprofit marketing specialist. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I have finger drumming tutorials on my channel. Although I wouldn't say that I'm the best, but sorry, X-rated. You're his fluffer. That's fine. I don't think that's X-rated. It's pretty funny. Oh, sorry, I didn't know. Not using TikTok. That's okay. I think like any helpful resources that you know, that somebody can give is a good thing. I'm the only person that you should learn from. Sorry. Yes, Sensei. The song Bet Gul Milam, bro, that song slaps. I don't know. No say. Am I blind? No, it's just us doing some weird shit. Nice. That's not a question for me. I wouldn't know. So okay. So like I have the newest Call of Duty, but I haven't had a chance to play it. But I did play the Warzone, and I didn't like it. Like I didn't like the like it takes so long to find an interaction. And then once you do find an interaction, everybody's all like geared up and like has like armor and stuff. Yeah, I didn't like it either. I didn't like it. But other than that, I don't know. That's the thing with that's the thing with battle royale games is like they take so long to like get into the action. So like you really have to. Oh, it is better now. Like you really have to like take your time and like build up your stuff and whatever. And I'm just like, that's kind of, it's not that fun to me. It's on my list. I also want to grab, there's a lot of games that I want to play this year. So I want to find something here that kind of like trips up. So like, maybe I can find something that kind of is like skippy. If I'm not mistaken, some stuff here should be open. Yeah, so we can just take that EQ here and that could be kind of cool, maybe. Let's see how that fares with the rest of this. Okay. I haven't tried the new multiplayer things yet. I've only played it one time. Yeah, I haven't tried DMZ yet. Hey Mark, how are you? I'm that good. I only play DMC and it's fun when into the battle royale I die before I'm landing. Yeah, I I die pretty quickly too. Everything's good, dude. Just notice how you were using MPE pitch mode. Wait, do you usually just do it by hand? Yeah, like once I'm ready to like bounce all this stuff out, then I'll just print these. But as of now, like they're all giving like relatively consistent sounds, so I'm not worried about it being. Yeah, well, it's a cleaner sound, right? Because it kind of breaks the audio. Do I like the stock reverb? I like certain things about it. Like in theory, it could be as amazing as you want it to be because it has wet and tank effects. So, you know, if you wanted it to be a specific kind of reverb, like you couldn't necessarily turn it into like a convolution or anything, but you can apply all different kinds of effects into it that make it more versatile, I guess. So I'm going to kind of just move all this other stuff around here. But I don't usually reach for it if that's what you were asking. Maybe I'll do a mix of these. do what now? I don't think that I just want to. No, I don't think I want to do that. I'm not against it. I think that we've all got a lot of stuff going on, and it's kind of hard to get us all together at the same time. Could I show you my vocal processing? Yeah. It's the vocal chops in the album. Yeah, give me some time and I'll put in something in here. Just 1 second. Just trying to build this up. So we can use some of this stuff. What is the Big Sky device, a reverb? Yeah, it's modeled after a guitar pedal, and it sounds really good. Like really good. It is really pricey. Somebody actually gifted it to me, which was really nice of them. Yeah, I heard that one was really good too. Oh, really? Rev intensity? I don't even think I've heard of that before. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is kind of a very easy and cheesy way to get some cool stuff. And oh my god, dude, what am I doing? Just to try to, I love Tails. It's super interesting sound, isn't it? Huh? Sounds so derpy. I think I'm going to pull that off first, and then I'll automate that in certain cases. But just giving us, you know, different things to work with is kind of what the name of the game is, when theoretically I have Thanks, man. I tried to just, you know, I try to just like make one decision at a time. Well, I mean, like, no, I do the same thing, but what I do is I go back and create unique moments after, like, all the copy pasta, right? Because no, you're definitely on the right track. You should do that. Like, you should get as much of the arrangement done as possible. And then when you have that, you can fill in the blanks. Not I guess it's some kind of discipline for me to not switch over quickly. Like, that's good enough for now. Make it kind of unique. Yeah, like establish the vibe is what I would suggest. Like with this, I'm just trying to like throw stuff at the wall and make it sound kind of cool. And Yeah, you okay? It's donut time. It's good to see you moving. Actually, I'm gonna reverse this, or bounce it rather. Sounds like you're using your computer keyboard to play sounds. You don't use a MIDI controller. Yeah, we just had a discussion about that. I almost never use a MIDI controller. Actually, I never use a MIDI controller. It's been years. Pushing the wrong one. But yeah, like if you have questions, feel free to ask. I like questions. Yep, that's exactly why they're all in caps, is because I have this turned on most of the time. And you have to have all caps on in order to play the MIDI keyboard. So everything is always in caps. It's a setting, I believe. Should be here. Maybe not. I thought it was. Touch settings. What? No, it's fine. No, I like questions. Simulate pressure. Sounds like a R2D2. I think it's somewhere in the settings to where, like, if you hit caps, like mouse over controllers. Behavior. Device. Exclusive solo. I don't remember. Yeah, sure, you can control a lot with the shortcuts, but just the normal caps function? Yeah, that's not... Can you shift octave somehow? Yeah, that's Z and X. What? What do you say? Oh. Oh! Controller, keyboard. Love you. I've got class. I got class with Joel at 5, and then I need to do some editing. But if you want me to make you some food or something, let me know. Okay. I got time. Love you. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. 24 frames per second. We need 60. I don't know what this stuff is. Instruments. Anyway. Yeah. I gotta discover myself. Don't want to waste your time in creativity and shortcuts. It's fine, dude. I really don't mind. I'm just, like I said, I'm just having fun making beats. I want something like ta 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 ta. So maybe like yeah, that was like one thing. Okay. So like this is kind of what I was talking about with like creating moments and stuff, right? Is like I duplicated the pattern, and we can kind of just like create those different things. Sloppy beats I created, just your kappa, just your kappa. But yeah, so from there, like we can kind of, like I said, create those moments that make things more interesting, and just kind of switch up the percussion a bit. Okay, so now with this as well, like this was at the end, and we can go just maybe have like a unique thing at the end of that 8-bar thing, kind of like from before, so that way it's still relevant. So All right, so I don't know if they're still here, but somebody was asking me about vocals. So can somebody give me a topic relating to, just relating to the aesthetic of like, I don't know, being undead, coming alive again, Castlevania, something of the sort. Let me see. Funny or serious? Just like ad libs, I would say. It doesn't really need to be anything in particular. Worms on my flesh. Maybe not. Maybe not raunchy. I know, right? So picky. How about what's it like being let me think for a sec. I never have a hard time. All my ideas are like that right now. That's funny. Most of the time, like, I don't have a hard time like throwing lyrics together, but whenever I'm in the moment and streaming, that's probably like my biggest weakness is like I go blank. I've been going blank on melodic stuff on this as well, so I've just tried to fill out everything that I could. Never sleeping, never fully awake. Sleep, never fully awake. That's kind of too close to like Phantoms in My Sleep though, because this is kind of a similar tune. I know, I'm so sorry, I'm being picky, but I'm just trying to think. You just got Simon Belmonted. That's really funny. Searching for my whip. I'm trying to dip before the sun rises to stay alive. I'm on that anti-holy water shit. Being hunted as Dracula by the Belmonts. The Belmont's fate. Fate of the Belmonts. Fate of the Belmont. What rhymes with Belmont? Font. Want. I got a funny one. I saw coffins once here in my hometown. Waltz of the Skelly. Skelly waltz? What is this? Synchronized to external transport? Oh, what? Sludge metalish. Skelly waltz. Skelly waltz. That's so stupid. Alright. I'm gonna do a count in. Oh, that's on. Okay. Skelly waltz. What is a place for dead people? The monastery? The morgue? Ooh, sarcophagus. Sarcophagus. Catacomb. Nice. Getting dome in the catacomb. Oh my god. I didn't just say that. I did. It works really well. It's really catchy. Dome in the catacomb. Dome in the catacomb. Call it catadome. Alright. My home is my catacomb. Wait. The catacomb is my home. Or, wait from the catacombs. Mortuary. That's a good one too. From the catacomb I wake. Gelb waltz. I don't know. Gelb waltz. From the catacombs I wake. No, I need to not have that. Gelb waltz. From the catacombs I wake. Catacombs I wake. Catacombs I wake. Oh shit. Let's try that one more time. Gelb waltz. From the catacombs I wake. From the catacombs I wake. In Paris or below Paris? Non. It is from the catacombs I wake. We got the fucking thing in there. It's fine. From the catacombs I... Maybe not. Gelb waltz. From the catacombs I wake. Catacomb with the skulls. Yeah. From the catacombs I wake. Alright. We're just gonna do this a few times. And really what I do to this is just throw on a snap heap. And throw on some randomized effects. Faceplant playlist, I think. There's quite a few things on there. From the catacombs I wake. 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 Catacombs I wake. From the catacombs I wake. Gelb waltz. Gelb waltz. From the catacombs I wake. Yeah, so just stuff like this works really well. From the catacombs I wake. From the catacombs I wake. I hide myself in my Fiat for a week to go through that. Why would you hide yourself in the Fiat? From the catacombs I wake. 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 So from here now we're going to use the glue. This is probably the other VST that I use. I don't use it very often, but every once in a while I find myself coming back to it. From the catacombs I wait. From the catacombs I wait. But what I'm going to do on this is from the catacombs I wait. Take off some of the low end on here. From the catacombs I wait. From the catacombs I wait. From the catacombs I wait. Oh, flat, apartment. I read that as fiat, like your car.
From the catacombs away. From the catacombs away.
My bad.
From the catacombs away. From the catacombs away. From the catacombs away.
So yeah, this is pretty much my processing for these kinds of things. And then what I'm gonna do is grab another one of these. And probably just use some kind of, sure. I think that it's really good, yes. However, I don't use it as much as I used to since I got saturate. And that is because eventide saturate is just a little bit cleaner.
From the catacombs away. From the catacombs away. From the catacombs away.
Alright, so now we got all this stuff to work with, which, yes, dude, newfangled audio saturate. It's on sale right now. I've actually considered getting their, like, new compressor thing, but I can't really justify it because I'm like, I already have a compressor and it works fine. But, yeah, it's nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so from here, we're just going to remove all the low end.
From the catacombs away.
And then there's also some of that stuff in there, so we're going to make this like super dynamic. This is also really loud because we're double timing that, so we need to turn that off.
From the catacombs away.
But you can see that through all this stuff,
Centimeters. Centimeters.
it's cropped on the left. Oh, you're right, it is. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. My bad, guys.
Centimeters. Centimeters. Centimeters.
Equivocate, I like that word. Invigorate.
Centimeters. Centimeters. Centimeters.
Or like that. Yo, I don't know at the moment. Kilowatts. Skellywatts. Right. I do have to go soon because I gotta hop into class, but
Centimeters.
Might have overdone it a bit with the frequency shifter, because you can't really tell what I'm saying. But I mean, essentially, yeah, I might want to run this back and maybe try this again. Remove the frequency shifter. Who needs auto-tune? Well, I mean, auto-tune is very similar in that way anyways, right? I do think that there's some like AI algorithm that like makes it bend, or like it might impose a resonator on it or something, depending on what you use. But yeah, this is how I usually just process vocals. And it doesn't always work, but never used it, so I don't know. Me neither. But yeah, sometimes you get some cool shit, sometimes you don't.
From the catacombs away.
There we go. Okay, so we can from the catacombs.
From the catacombs away.
So with that, we can kind of turn that down by a lot.
From the catacombs away.
And then see if we can.
From the catacombs away. 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 Right. From the catacombs away. Right.
Wait, what happened to the other shit? That's kind of cool. Yeah, so we can kind of just like
Kilovolts.
yeah, you know, you could this is where you start to get into like those unique moments, right? Because that's where you can, you know, do shit like this, and then just kind of follow along the waveform. And maybe something. And then right here, I'm going to switch this to purple because like we can do something else with this as well. Or I guess like, I don't know, some kind of blue. Because we started to like get into a change there. Dum, 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 dum. And then, what's it called? You can kind of, how do I say, like, I don't know, get into something that's like a noisy 808 or something. I don't know. This is missing something musical, so there's that, but. Kilohearts. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this as a riser because it sounds pretty good, so we can kind of what the fuck? What? Okay. And then to be honest, we can actually just undo, but we can hit reverse and then just give this a nice little. Hey, kablam. Thanks, dude. Could be something like that, so wait. It's actually a... And then what I can do is leave this guy. That's pretty sick. Like a Putro. That's really funny. Like a Putro. Okay, so there we go. We got our arrangement and we did it within the time frame. It's not perfect, but it's got a beginning, a middle, and an end, and that's what's important. One thing that I am going to do though is I am going to bounce this, and we're going to make this really high, and kind of just Alright, so we're getting that crazy clipping and stuff because we need to turn this off until we get to here. So that sounds really fucking cool. So I'm also gonna quickly see if I can just export some of that and see what we get, and then I'm gonna toss that in the intro because that's super cool. So yeah, I mean, really the name of the game is like establish. Okay, and then we can just use this guy again. But we can change. Yeah, so I don't know, I've been having a hard time like writing musical stuff, but it has enough space to where that's the only layer that we would need to add, if that makes sense, because I can just replace that with anything. But yeah, I think also like just kind of maybe not running that snare every time. I love it, but I don't know if I want to do that every time. But or we could even switch this up to where it's like da-boom, da-pa, da-boom, da-pa, although I do that a lot in my arrangements. Yeah, I did all of this from scratch today, but I made a point earlier about snares, and this is actually turned down significantly from when I bounced it. Let me see where this is. I think it's this one. Well, that's the clap. That'll tell you. Okay, so I'm forcing this to hit at -3. Which one was that? But if you turn this off, like, I'm kind of curious. There's no way that's hitting at -9. That's so fucking loud. I don't believe it. Unless if everything is just quiet. But yeah, big old smacky smack. What is this hitting at? It's not bad. No. Yeah, I mean, I just crushed it, but no, I mean, I try to like quote unquote like mix as I go, but really it's just been kind of like making sure everything kind of has a good vibe. Sounds legit still. Thanks, dude. I really appreciate that. So yeah, Alex, thanks for coming in, bro. Always good to see you. Yeah, so I'd say like right here, this section, or when we get to that, wait, when we get to the switch up here, like it needs something. Needs something. I do think that this overall tune needs some kind of like musical direction, if that makes sense. But even still, you know, I like the vibe of the overall groove of the drums and stuff, and I think that's what's most important is the neuro bass and the 808s fit well together, and that's what I like. That yeah, so there needs to be some kind of contrasting element here to kind of how do you say, like and that could be solved maybe by just trying this out. It almost works. This in particular, I think we need to just switch up to slice. Maybe not. I don't know what's up with that, but I'll write a note to myself. Chat window was above, but some kind of chance generator setting. No, I just pitched everything up by 12. Try pitching perk vibin octave. It works for the most part, but yeah, I can add another percussive element on here by, no worries. Typonies, that's pretty funny. But yeah, I can add another percussive element here and then just like do some kind of sampler thing. But anyways, I'm about to be late for class, so I gotta run. But thank you all so much for being here. Much love to you. I'll continue this tomorrow and see if I can come up with something interesting to finish it up. So much love, everybody. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.